students. Today we will continue with our next topic of lesson number 1 of science of crop production and management. Our today's topic is irrigation. What is irrigation? The supply of water to crops at regular intervals is called irrigation. That is to supply the water to the crops, and that depends on the season, crops, soil. See, the time and frequency of irrigation varies from crop to crop. It depends upon the crop. Which crop requires more water, some crop requires less water. So, supply of water depends on the crop. Then soil to soil. It also depends on the soil. Which soil requires more water. Some soils are having much moisture, so they will require less water. So, it also depends on the soil, and it depends on the season also. So, suppose some crops are growing in rainy season. So, water supply will be very less in rainy season. So, it depends on the season. In summer, water supply will be much required as the condition is very dry and hot air will be there. Now, what is the necessity of the water? As you all know, water is very essential for growth and development of any living being, and especially for plants. See, plants contain 90% of the water. Now, why water is essential? Look here. Now, if you supply the water to the field, the roots will absorb the water. Along with that water, so many nutrients and fertile manure and fertilizers that will also be absorbed through the roots with the water. And this, what plants are absorbing through roots will move to the different parts of the plant. Clear? And their leaves will create its own food. So these all manure, fertilizers and nutrients, they all will be absorbed by the root along with the water only. So without water, these things cannot be absorbed by the roots. Clear? And water is essential for germination of seeds. You know, when seed germinates, the land should be moisture. If dry land is there, dry field is there, seed cannot germinate. No germination of seed is possible. So, foremost essential for the first step, germination of the seed, water is very necessary. Now, to transport nutrients dissolved in water. See, here I have shown you that through water, different manure, fertilizer, nutrients are flown to different parts of the plant. If water is not there, no transportation of nutrients will be possible in the plants. Same way, water protects the crop from frost and hot air condition. If land is moistured, water is proper there in the field, so it can prevent the crops from hot air conditions in very hot weather. Water maintains the moisture of the soil. If you supply water to the field, the moisture of the soil is maintained, so that soil does not, your field does not get dried up. So, proper growth of the crops will be there. So, water is very essential for all these steps. Clear? Now sources of water. As you know, natural source of water is rain. We get water from rain, and other sources of water are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals. So, irrigation is done through these sources. Water is supplied through these sources to the fields. Pumps are used. Pumps, they are run on biogas, diesel, even electricity. So, through pumps, from these sources, water is supplied to the field. Different methods of irrigation. there are two methods of irrigation, traditional method and modern method. Traditional methods that were used long back. Nowadays even in small villages traditional methods are used, but it consumes too much time. It requires too much human labor. Even animals are also required and it is less efficient. Modern methods, they are used in modern days and machines are used. Now first we will learn about traditional methods. See, methods of irrigation, traditional methods and modern methods of irrigation. In traditional method, moat, dhekli, chain pump and rahat. Now first we will study about moat. Now what is moat? As you can see in the picture shows the method, traditional method moat. A man is pulling the water from the well using a rope and a bucket. And he is just pouring in the field. See, can you see a man is pulling the water from the well and pouring the water in the field. This method is known as moat. Now this method consumes much human labor because a person has to pull the water from the well and then he pours it in the field. So human labor is required and it is time consuming. Now our second method is dhekli. Now second traditional method is dhekli. Dhekli. Now as you can see in the picture, a man is pulling the water using the rope and bucket from the well. See in the picture, and he is pouring the water in the field. See, can you see? He is pouring the water. Clear? So this again requires human labor and it even requires time also. The man has to pull the water from the well using rope and a bucket. Then he will carry the bucket to the field and then he will water the plants. So time required is very much more and even the human labor. The man has to do so much hard work. So this traditional method also consumes time and hard labor, human labor. Now our third method of traditional irrigation method is chain pump. What is chain pump? As you can see in the picture. See, two wheels are there. One wheel you can see at the top and another wheel is dipped in the water source. That you cannot see in the picture. So a bucket is tied up to the upper wheel. When that wheel rotates, see, can you see a wheel is rotating? When that wheel rotates, the bucket is dipped in the water source and again rotation is there. See, and then bucket is filled with the water and it comes up and it reaches at such a point of the wheel which is at the top of the soil, and that bucket pours the water and a slide-like structure is there. See properly in the picture, a slide-like structure is there. So that water is poured on that slide and through that slide the water flows in the field. See properly the picture. See again, two wheels are there, bucket is there, it is dipped in the water source, rotating again at the top. And at one point, see, water is pouring in the slide. Can you see water is now flowing in the field through that slide? Can you see? So this method is chain pump method. Again, this is also time consuming method, less efficient. And pumps are required to rotate these wheels. Without pumps, these wheels cannot rotate. And these pumps run on what? It runs on biogas. It runs on electricity, even it runs on diesel also. So without pump, this method, farmers cannot use this method. So pump is the essential object in this method. Clear? Now our last of the traditional irrigation method is rahat method. What is rahat method? See in the picture. A that wheel. A log is tied to the neck of the bull and bull is moving in a circular position. So the wheel which is on the ground, it is animals and humans, this method is not possible. So traditional method, as I have said previously, requires too much human labor, animal is there, it is less efficient and time consuming. So next method, now we will study modern methods of irrigation. Now in that, first is sprinkler system. What is sprinkler system? Sprinkler system is perpendicular pipes are there, big pipes are there, and small pipes are attached to it in a perpendicular position. You know what is perpendicular. This is 90 degree, so this is perpendicular, same way, and here nozzles are attached, and these nozzles are rotating nozzles. Water will be supplied through pipe, and nozzles rotating will sprinkle the waters in the field. See in the picture, can you see? A big pipe is there in the field. Through pump with heavy pressure, water is supplied to that big pipe. Can you see in the picture? And at proper distance, perpendicular small pipes are attached. See? Can you see? Now on that pipes, nozzles are there. Again you can see clearly in the picture, nozzles are there. These nozzles are rotating nozzles. So when the nozzles will rotate, water will be sprinkled in the field. This sprinkled water, it somewhat looks like rain is falling. So that sprinkled water, through this sprinkled water irrigation is done, and this is most useful method. It saves water. Wastage of water is not there in this method. As water is sprinkled, it is sprinkled at proper distance, proper area. So no water logging will be there. And nozzle is rotating. See in the picture, it is rotating. So the water is equally distributed to the field. That is, each and every crop gets proper distribution of the water. Now this type of method is mostly used in coffee plantation. Clear? So this is the most modern technology method. Even you can see lawns, gardens, even some stadiums do have this type of methods. So this is sprinkler system. What you will remember? A big pipe is there, and perpendicular pipe, small pipe will be there, a rotating nozzle will be there, and water will be sprinkled in the field. So it is known as sprinkler system. Now our second method is drip irrigation method. This is again a modern method of irrigation. Drip irrigation method means what? Some plants will be there, and a pipe will be there, and at that plant, near each and every plant, some holes will be there on the main pipe, and water will drip drop by drop. Clear? Water will fall drop by drop. See in the picture, you can see in the picture, in the field a pipe is there, big pipe is there. So water will be supplied through pumps in this pipe with great pressure, and at different points, at some intervals or gaps you can see, some holes are there, and water is coming out drop by drop through that holes. So it will exactly fall on the root of the plants. So roots can absorb this water. So there is no wastage of water in this method. This method is very useful in areas where there is scarcity of water is there, like Rajasthan, there is less water. So water will be wasted very less, as you can see in the picture. It falls drop by drop. So root will absorb this water properly, and no water logging will be there. No wastage of water will be there. So this is the most, these two are the most efficient methods of modern irrigation method. method. It saves times. It saves even human labor is also less as it is machine operated. Clear? And even while now methods of irrigation we have learned about traditional method, modern method. Now some aspects, disadvantages of irrigation is also there. If you supply more water to the fields, the water logging will be there. So it will destroy the roots of the crops, roots of the plants. And it may, sometimes it may be possible some plants do not need that much water. So in irrigation, proper supply of the water should be there. If you in irrigation, if you supply more water, so it will destroy the plant growth, and even it will destroy the field also. Erosion will start taking place due to more water. So in irrigation farm, there should, one thing should be in the mind that proper supply of the water should be there, depending on the crop, depending on the soil, depending on the season. Suppose rainy season is there, and if you are supplying more water, so it will damage the crop. So in starting also I have explained, irrigation depends on three factors. Crop, which crop needs more water, some crops need less water. It depends on the season. In some season, that is rainy season, less supply of water will be there. In summer, more supply of water will be required due to which two conditions? Frost and hot air condition. Then third, it depends on the soil. Some soil are itself very moistured and soft soil, so it will require less water. Some soils are very dry soil, so it will require more soil, more water. Why more water? Because when the field is dry, germination of the seeds will not be there proper. So for germination of seeds, for supply of the nutrients through water, irrigation is done.